By the end of 2024, anyone with even a passing interest in music likely knows the name Doechii. The Florida-born rapper, born Jayla Hickman, surged into mainstream consciousness backed by Top Dog Entertainment and Capitol Records. Yet despite her Grammys, viral hits, and cosigns from giants like Kendrick Lamar and Tyler, the Creator, the story of Doechii is far from the typical industry fairy tale. Her rise is not just meteoric, it's deeply polarizing. As she steps into 2025, Doechii is both celebrated and scrutinized. While her mixtape Alligator Bites Never Heal made history, haters and skeptics alike seem to be circling, eager to knock her off the pedestal she fought to reach. At the heart of her story lies a larger conversation about artistry, authenticity, and what it means to make it in a machine-driven music industry. Long before the headlines, Doechii was just a bullied sixth grader looking for escape. In her words, the name Doechii wasn't just an alias, it was armor. "Forget Jayla, I'm Doechii," she declared, setting off to school in a tutu and never looking back. From that moment, she began branding herself unknowingly, carving out a character that was fearless, expressive, and impossible to ignore. Videos from her teenage years, still accessible online, show a young artist relentlessly chasing self-belief and manifesting stardom with nothing but willpower and Wi-Fi. "Anything's possible," she told viewers at 16. "I know it sounds cliché, but it freaking is true." Doechii's story of struggle is not manufactured, it's documented. She was homeless in New York after failing an audition for The Voice. She slept in McDonald's after missing the cut, surviving by couch hopping and performing wherever she could. She was fired from her retail job and used that rock bottom as fuel to explore local studios, launching the creative grind that would define her pre-fame years. By 2019, she began posting songs from what she dubbed her Coven sessions, sharing raw, genre-blurring music that set the stage for future hits. One of those early tracks? Anxiety, now her breakout hit. Long before the spotlight found her, Doechii was testing the waters of stardom with nothing but instinct, ambition, and talent. Doechii's true entry into the rap stratosphere began with tracks like Yucky Blucky Fruitcake and her 2021 signing with TDE, the first female rapper on the Powerhouse label's roster. Her inclusion in XXL's 2022 freshman class signaled that industry watchers were paying attention. Still, skeptics dismissed her early success as derivative, citing obvious Nicki Minaj influence in her flows and delivery. But for those watching closely, it was clear she wasn't copying. She was evolving. Her 2023 mixtape Alligator Bites Never Heal was a jagged, emotional ride through heartbreak, defiance, and transformation. Lyrically dense and musically eclectic, it showed an artist in creative freefall, choosing vulnerability over polish. Tracks like Denial is a River even called out her label's pressure to make TikTok songs, proving that Doechii was self-aware enough to critique the very system elevating her. The mixtape didn't blow up commercially, peaking at number 124 on Billboard, but it positioned her as a serious artist. That alone might have been enough to earn respect. But things exploded with the viral resurgence of Anxiety, a track that sampled Somebody That I Used to Know, and turned online curiosity into mainstream mania. With success, however, came suspicion. As Anxiety dominated charts and Grammy nominations rolled in, including a historic win for Best Rap Album, internet discourse turned ugly. The term industry plant began to shadow her every move, but in Doechii's case, it was particularly ironic. Her journey, from Florida to food stamps, from SoundCloud to award stages, was public and transparent. Every mixtape, vlog, freestyle, and failure was online for anyone to see. She didn't come out of nowhere. The truth? People just weren't paying attention until the machine caught up with her. Still, the optics of sudden fame, a powerful team, and rapid-fire cosigns from Tyler, Kendrick, Megan Thee Stallion, and even The Weeknd only fueled the fire. When she joined the Timeless remix with The Weeknd and Playboi Carti, critics claimed her presence felt forced, more like a label decision than an organic collaboration. The backlash wasn't always fair, but it was fierce. Some wounds, Doechii inflicted on herself. A viral clip from the 2024 Met Gala showed her berating her team for failing to protect her outfit from the rain, a moment of stress that painted her as a diva. The internet, ruthless as ever, seized the footage and turned it into a meme. Elsewhere, a half-joking comment about heterosexual men being a red flag during a game of truth or dab sparked debates about inclusivity, representation, and professionalism in hip-hop. Some critics, like Joe Budden, argued it was a misstep that risked alienating a key demographic. Others dismissed it as a harmless quip taken out of context. Then came the plagiarism accusations. Her flow on tracks like Extral and the Timeless remix drew comparisons to Nicki Minaj, with some fans accusing her of imitation rather than inspiration. Doechii has never hidden her admiration for Nicki, citing her as the reason she started rapping. But even that wasn't enough to quiet detractors. The criticism hit a fever pitch when controversial figures like Adin Ross publicly denounced her. Ross called her entitled, unintelligent, and talentless. Doechii clapped back. Punch, TDE's president, warned Adin to tread carefully. The result? Adin Ross lost 2 major ad deals and went on record blaming Doechii for his PR fallout. It's easy to lose the thread in the noise, the clickbait, the live streams, the hot takes, but at the center of all this remains a singular truth. Doechii is talented as hell. She's a skilled rapper, a fluid vocalist, a boundary-pushing performer. She's theatrical yet grounded, flamboyant yet deeply introspective. If her influences are evident, so is her individuality. She didn't just copy her idols, she channeled them into something new, something chaotic, something undeniably hers. But the same industry that launched her is also the one that could box her in. There's a real concern that anxiety's viral success may pigeonhole her, turning her into a one-note artist when she's capable of so much more. Fans want her next release to reflect her complexity, not just repeat a formula. For Doechii, 2025 is pivotal. She's reached a level few artists can claim, the most streamed rapper globally, a Grammy winner, and a genre bender with superstar friends. But what she does next matters. Will she retreat from the spotlight? Will she double down on controversy? Or will she silence the noise and deliver a debut album that cements her as the artist, not the algorithm, that she always claimed to be? To call Doechii an industry plant is to ignore her pain, her process, and her perseverance. Her journey isn't just about music, it's about manifestation, resilience, and creative freedom. She's not here because someone pushed a button. She's here because she refused to quit. Yes, she's flawed. Yes, she's polarizing. And yes, the industry may be fast-tracking her to icon status faster than some are ready for. But whether you love her or hate her, you cannot deny that she's already reshaped the conversation around what it means to be a female rapper in 2025. Doechii isn't going anywhere. The only question now is, will the world catch up to what she's already become, or will she evolve again before they do? One thing's for sure, this is only the beginning. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe